fall has been loaded with Angus activities, had lots of great successful sales of our breeders. A couple big events that I really had, I reflect back on in Phoenix, Arizona, where the Certified Angus Beef annual conference was held. We had about 600 of our licensed partners from around the world. These are food service and retail folks, international distributors, folks that partner with Certified Angus Beef. And I can tell you, there's so much pride and so much passion around that brand, how important the brand is for what they do in their businesses, the success of their businesses. I think sometimes we think about ourselves on the cattle side being the only ones passionate about this industry. I can tell you we've got folks that partner on the food service and retail business. They love what the cattlemen do, and they're so excited to represent their great work each and every day. Salt Lake City was a great event. We had attendance from around the country, around the world at our Angus Convention. And there was so much business taking place over those days. One of the highlights for me was being able to moderate a panel of thought leaders in our breed and in our industry, talking about the future of the cattle industry and some of the challenges that we all deal with. Talking about the opportunities to create margin in our business, and knowing that there's so much cost inflation that everyone is facing with our input costs of how do we continue to drive as much cost out of our business as possible, but maybe more importantly, how do we continue to grow demand for our cattle, demand for our end product, and capture as much of that margin as possible and get that back into the pockets of our producers. We had a great trade show with lots of new products on display. We had so many excellent speakers and breakout sessions. So much knowledge transfer was going on in the halls and from the stage. And then, of course, we conducted the annual business meeting of the American Angus Association and our delegates, and elected 5 new directors to the American Angus Association board. If you weren't able to attend, we're giving you an opportunity to join in on some of those conversations, and you may have noticed our new podcast. I hope you have. I hope you've tuned in. The Angus Conversations podcast, brought to you by Angus Journal. It's been a lot of fun. We're bringing on some great guests onto that podcast, having some great dialogue around breeding philosophies, around marketing. If you're a podcast user, I encourage you to check that one out. We look forward to the coming months as we move into the Cattlemen's Congress in Oklahoma City. I know there's going to be another great event, great open and junior shows. We're going to do some educational sessions as well. And always one of the highlights is the National Angus Bull Sale, where we've got breeders that are going to showcase some of their top genetics on display there. And as well, we'll sell the Foundation Heifer Package. It's been graciously donated by the Coleman family in Montana. Pretty excited about that female and the reception that she's going to have at that auction. We'll move there to the National Western Stock Show in Denver. Also, there'll be some great shows and sales. Ask you if you're around, come look us up. I know a number of our team are going to be at both events, and we'll look forward to seeing you and visiting with you there. As we wrap up 2022, we reflect back on so many of the successes and so many of the blessings that were bestowed upon us as an organization, as a breed, and we're so thankful for those. And as we enter into this holiday season, I just want to wish each and every one of you a very, very Merry Christmas. We look forward to 2023 with incredible optimism, and we want to wish each and every one of you a very Happy New Year.